What's up, everyone? I am TokuTylor, and today we will be talking about episode 10 of Lupinranger vs. Patoranger. And oh my god, you guys, I know I said episode 8 was awesome, and it was probably the best one so far, but this takes the cake. I loved this episode. It was so good to see the Lupinrangers rise up again. But we jump right into it. We start where we left off. A piece of the collection has been destroyed, and the Lupinrangers have sort of lost all hope, basically. And Kairi just snaps. He's furious at Toma because they said they had it under control, and he takes Toma by the shirt basically and just holds him up, and Umika has to break it up, and he storms out in anger. It's where we left off, and it's just so many emotions in that moment. So yeah, Kairi storms off, and he's outside trying to cool off, and he runs into Keiichiro, who's walking at night, and Kairi is just super furious, especially at him, because the Patourangers destroyed the monster, or the Gangler, and the collection piece, but Keiichiro doesn't know why Kairi's mad at him. Kairi tries to walk away, but then Keiichiro mentions seeing a weirdo eating ice the other day, which was the moment where Zamigo walked past him in the beginning of episode 9. So Kairi then turns around to him and wants to know where he saw him. He's going to do the only thing he can do now: hunt down and destroy Zamigo. So Kairi goes off to destroy the person that started this whole thing with Zamigo. So yeah, really cool. We then see Umika and Toma at the place where the Gangler was destroyed. And they don't find anything on the ground, but they do bring up an important thought. Goshu usually arrives after a Gangler is destroyed to make them giant again, or just make them giant, and she didn't show up this time. So maybe he wasn't actually destroyed. And I did talk about that in the previous review, and this could be the reason. Maybe he wasn't destroyed. Maybe he did something at the last second, and so this is their next step. So there's a little bit of hope for them now. So Kairi is now searching for Zamigo and gets some clues that lead him to Zamigo's base, this abandoned sort of factory. This is usually where Ganglers hang out in the show, but he found his base. And we then go to Umika running into Sakuya on purpose in front of the Patoranger base to ask him if the Ganglers always grow, and if the last one did, the last one they fought. And this sparks the idea to the Patorangers that the Gangler might still be alive, and the Patorangers then use their resources to hunt him down, just as the Lupinrangers planned. So meanwhile, Kairi has come face to face with Zamigo in his hideout, and Zamigo is just playing around with him. It's all kinds of tense, and when Kairi goes to shoot him with his changer, he pulls out this ice pistol and shoots off Kairi's top hat, they both shot at the same time, but Zamigo didn't miss. So it was really cool to see the hat shot off and then frozen, and then it shattered, which was so cool. Zamigo then stands up and shows us his Gangler form, which I think we've already seen a bit of it, but this is a first good look at it. And he looks really cool, and he has 2 safes, one on each leg, which means he's a powerful and highly ranked member of the Ganglers, seeing as he has more than one safe. So he's dangerous, he's definitely powerful, and we pretty much knew this, but yeah. The Gangler form, or the Gangler from the last episode, Blitz is his name, shows himself after the Patorangers find him. He goes to the factory where Zamigo is to talk to Zamigo, but the Patorangers hunted him down and found him. So they transform, Blitz transforms, and they fight. And then we go back to Zamigo and Kairi, and they're staring at each other this entire time, deciding what's going to happen, But the fight from outside brings both teams into Zamigo's hideout because Umika and Toma followed the Patorangers to find Blitz, and by coincidence, they find Kairi as well. So everything's going on at one time, and so the Patorangers face the Gangler, and the Lupinrangers go off to the side, and Kairi tells them he had to find Zamigo, that he might be able to get all the people who were lost back. They split up after reuniting as a team, like they all stand up and put their changers all together like they did the first time they met and made their promise. So they're reunited as a team again. It's a very nice moment. And then we we go they go their separate ways. Sorry, that was a long pause there. Lupin Red faces Zamigo while the others fight the Gangler with the Patorangers again. So they're all split up, and Toma finds his opening while Yellow takes care of the Patorangers for a sec. He grabs the Gangler, and then we see Blitz multiply. So the one that was destroyed was a fake, or more like a duplicate. This is the Gangler's power he has. It's his own power, it's not a collection item power. So that explains what happened. A duplicate of him was destroyed while the real one got away. So all they have to do is destroy the main body before he multiplies. Lupin Blue ties up the Gangler with his zipline thing, and Yellow snatches the collection piece, which is a battery. So that explains his electric powers, which is really cool. Goshu then arrives after the Gangler is actually defeated and makes him giant. Then we go back to Kairi and Zamigo, and we get this awesome fight scene between the two of them. It's so cool. Zamigo is using these ice pistols that only fire once, so he keeps like drawing new ones out of his safes, which is so cool. And then after they're used, they shatter. It's so cool, pun intended. They then go outside, and Kairi dodges a shot from one of the pistols, and his cape starts to freeze. One shot, and it's all over for him. So he shoots off the rest of his cape so the rest of his suit doesn't freeze over and kill him. So it's, like I said, really cool moment. Really cool. Zamigo then fires 2 shots, but Kairi quickly equips the scissors and blade vehicles in time, thus giving him a shield and a boomerang weapon. It's so cool. It's like a giant boomerang thing that he slings over his shoulder. The shield is really cool. It's basically the scissors dial fighter, but used as a shield. It's still cool though. It's still really cool to see in the show. It's just awesome. I love that it gives him these cool weapons. Like the boomerang can become 2, and the shield is like it's kind of big, so it's like very very defensive. I love that. So Zamigo laughs and tells Kairi his full name, Zamigo Delma. I just thought that was, sort of important. Zamigo Delma. I like these names. They're very cool. But anyway, Zamigo disappears after that, and the Lupinrangers have a nice moment where Toma says the same thing Kairi said to him when they were all at the bistro and sad, that I thought you had this one. Yes, I like that moment. Very nice. They then form Lupin Kaiser to fight Blitz, and it's really, really cool. Lupin Red launches the Scissors and Blade Dial Fighter to combine with, giving them a sword and shield, making Lupin Kaiser Knight, which, very, very cool combination. I like it a lot, but once again, the yellow Dial Fighter is replaced, which is kind of fine, because it's an arm with a shield, and then the blue Dial Fighter gets a sword weapon, so I'm okay with it. I just hope they don't replace the same arm each time. That way they could have like the Cyclone Dial Fighter and then another vehicle on the other arm, which is really cool. So, but anyway, they fight off all the duplicates of Blitz. He makes like 100 versions of himself until they all jump into the main body and get stuck, which was kind of funny because they're all getting destroyed by the new vehicle weapons, which is very, very cool, making it easy for Lupin Kaiser to use the hack 'em up slash, where they use the shield jet to fly up and then in one slice just strike all of them down. Just really, really cool. And so, with the Gangler actually defeated this time, it's back at the bistro, which I love saying that, by the way. Kogure puts the battery piece in his book and lets them keep the new dial fighter as we've seen before. The Lupinrangers then decide to not tell Kogure about Zumigo. Zumigo is going to be their backup plan for if they can't rely on Kogure anymore. So they are suspicious of Kogure, which I like because I have said multiple times I don't trust him. I'm starting to like him as a character, but I still don't trust him as much as some of you guys do. So I don't know. But like I said, I feel something off about him. But anyway, enough about Kogure. Uh, Keiichiro then walks into the bistro and talks to Kairi to basically check up on him. And now Keiichiro has a nickname, which is K-chan or K-man, which he's never had a nickname before, as he tells them. Which I find that a nice moment, very nice. I love that moment at the end, and I sincerely hope the Reds become close friends. It would make me so happy just that they become friends and them being the leaders of their teams if they find out about, well, if Keiichiro finds out about him, because Kairi knows who the Pato are, but anyway, if they become friends, it'll kind of give them an understanding of one another, or it'll lead to them having their own little civil war or something. I don't know, but maybe not a civil war. Maybe that's completely off. But it's really cool that they're kind of getting along now. So, but anyway, final thoughts. I really love this episode. The beginning where they had no hope but found a way to continue was really, really nice. Keiichiro connecting with Kairi on a personal level was very, very nice as well. And of course, the new vehicle, awesome. Just really, really awesome, both in vehicle form and on the mecha. Just really cool. So, altogether, I think best episode so far. I might say that again in the future, but that's because this series is just fantastic. I love it. I love it so much. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified of future videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.